In today's episode, we have a very special guest here at camp with us, Cullen Newby, son of Heather and Scott Newby of Yamaha Outdoors.
It's opening general hunting season. We came out here for some whitetail deer, and it's his first time hunting, so very excited to have him out and show him what Texas is all about. What did you decide to hunt with?
The crossbow.
The crossbow. Why'd you go with the crossbow?
Because I knew a gun would be too loud. My ears can't really take loud noises, so I figured the crossbow would be more quiet, so I chose that.
Yeah, and that you did great shooting as well. We did some practice on the range right out here, and man, right from the beginning, you were shooting the bullseye nonstop and even taking your time every single squeeze, and did a really good job. So I was quite impressed. And the crossbow didn't surprise you at all on the first shot or anything?
No.
Yeah.
It just goes fast, and it's easier to shoot. Just a crossbow, all you gotta do is reel it back, cock it, switch it to fire, and you're done.
Oh, dude. That was a good squeeze too, man. That really was. All right, buddy. I'm gonna spray you down. You can come over here.
Okay.
All right, go.
Whoa!
Arms out. Spraying you down, because we're gonna be pretty darn close to these deer. You don't want them smelling us at all, okay?
All right, you're all good.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead. So we're gonna be going to a spot called the Creek today.
I know.
And we're gonna try and get you a doe. And we're excited, that's for sure. You woke up nice and early. Yeah, get your gloves on there.
Probably gonna take a nap.
Yeah, you can definitely take a nap in the stand there, because we're going out a little earlier just to give it plenty of time, let them calm down, let them come in. And we might do a little moving around too. If we don't see anything, maybe go to a new spot and try and find you a deer sooner than later. But you've been shooting that crossbow great, so we know that you'll be dialed. We just need to get them out in front, huh?
Mm-hmm.
After an uneventful first part to their morning, well, Scott and Cullen try their luck at the middle field for the rest of their morning sit.
Oh, look, there's a deer right here.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we need to be really quiet, okay? Be really, really quiet. Okay, be really, really quiet and really still.
I can't shoot her. She's not at an angle.
Right, that's right. Wait till she's at a good angle. Wait till she's calm. Now remember, the closer she gets, the more she can hear you.
I'm just gonna spot her through the scope.
Okay.
All right, she is a beauty. Oh my God. That's not a good shot right now.
Exactly. She's 27 yards right there, so we'll see if she comes in a little closer, okay?
Look at her eye is gleaming like in the sun. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
I see another deer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Remember, the more deer that come in, the more
As excited as Cullen was to set his eyes on not only a doe, but his first buck, neither of the deer came into range during the rest of the hunt. But that's okay, because when we return, Cullen and Scott will head back to the middle field for the afternoon in hopes to encounter these deer again. After encountering a doe and a few bucks at the middle field in the morning, Scott and Cullen head back in the Wolverine X4 for their afternoon sit.
We had a lot of deer that just started coming in, and there was one doe that we were focused on, but she just wouldn't come into range. She was always right there on the outside, and then some more bucks came in as we were watching that.
Yeah, there was a little spike. Next thing you know, about 8 minutes later, this huge 8-pointer comes in.
There's another buck that's coming in, okay?
I see it. Oh, I see it.
You see him now?
Oh, that's a big one.
He's a nice little guy, huh?
That has to be at least an 8-pointer.
Yeah, it was, he pushed all the does right off the corn out in front of us that we were hoping those does would come out too. And even Mr. Wade, he said that it'd be okay if you shot that buck, but I didn't say anything because we were still going for that doe. But then once that buck came in, he pushed everything off the pile and he wouldn't let anything near him. And so it's like, well, hey, Mr. Wade said you can shoot that one. So if it's clear, if everything looks good, then I'll go ahead and put it to fire, and then you'll be able to take that shot. All right, wait until the shot is right. Hold on. Foot's back. Hold on. If he steps forward, you're good. Just stay ready. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Let's go.
Hey man, what do you think of that?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that was a crazy turn of events, huh? Oh, buddy. Here, let's turn. So what do you think, bud?
If he's dead, I'm gonna go nuts.
Oh yeah. So tell us what happened.
I mean, he was just right there, and I had a good angle, so I shot. I think if we give it about 5-ish minutes.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely give him time.
Once all the deer clear out, we can head out, see if he's dead.
Yeah, so we were sitting there forever, and does came in, little spike came in, and the does just would not come in at all.
And then next thing you know, you see this giant buck.
Yeah, and they just kept on waiting. But so what happened was, Kevin texted Wade because that buck pushed him off, and Wade said it was okay as long as I was okay with it and you're okay with it, because we were going for a doe the whole time. But
I think he's dead, because that was a
Well,
pretty
that-
good shot.
it looked pretty good, and I definitely saw some blood right away. So, dude, what'd you think, man? Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
He jumped. I'm like, oh yeah, I hit him.
Yeah, well, you definitely hit him, that's for sure. We'll definitely give him some time. From what I could see, it looked like a good little shot there, kind of right in the pocket. Hopefully it opened up, but the biggest thing is that I learned in all my times with hunting, we'll give it time. We at least have it on camera so we can see what the shot looks like. I'll let Wade know. And, hey, bud, we finally got here from Whitetail. Was that crazy as well? Especially when the deer come in, you gotta make sure it's clear behind and he's facing the right direction. But hey, you're gonna have to give Wade a big thanks, because we were going for a doe and he did you a solid on that one.
Take a peek at it here. See what we got. See that? That's hair right there. Yeah, not a lot of blood, but lots of hair.
Wonder if I even,
There's
I
blood.
don't see any blood.
There's blood.
Where?
There's blood. You
Ah.
can just kind of see it on there when you look at it. We're gonna give it a good look. Go look at the video.
Always Always give it time. The waiting game.
I hate waiting games.
Right, yeah.
They're a pain in the hiney.
We're gonna look at the footage, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear about it.
It was a huge buck.
Oh, I'm so excited for you, honey.
Thank you.
All right, so we gave the deer some time. We came back, ate some dinner, looked at the footage, and looked like the shot was too low. You know, just kind of went through that fat, the brisket and everything. Even when we found the bolt right after, there's just kind of fat on it and just a tiny hair of blood. Definitely some hair on it. Went back out, looked again. We found a blood trail, and it was kind of going through the woods, but you could tell that he started to slow down. He started to walk, and you know, it's kind of like just got the brisket, unfortunately. And you know, I'm definitely kicking myself because you know, it's tough. You want him to do the right thing, make that perfect shot, and I guess I got a little overexcited and forgot that he was practicing at 20 yards and the deer went out to 25 yards. So I'm gonna try and toughen it up here and just explain it to him, but you know, that's hunting. That's definitely the way that things go, and you always want things to be perfect for the little guy, but you know, it's just the way that things happen, things go. So I'm still excited for him. I hope that he continues to be excited about it and wants to come back for more. But regardless, I am very proud of him.
When Wade said I could get that buck, I was just excited. I waited for him to get that pocket open and I shot. Unfortunately, it got all the fat, but fortunately, he survived.
We've all been there before as hunters where you take that one shot and things kind of, they didn't go as planned, and we know that he'll be completely fine. He'll be out chasing does again, and he will live to see another day.
I can't say, really. I can't disagree to that.
Yeah.
Well, it's about, I don't know, probably 37 degrees this morning. Very, very light to no wind at all out of northeast. We're gonna go over to the water trough, that area that we call the skunk hole. It really sets up well for a neat place to hunt for what we're trying to do. We're field testing some of the new 10-point crossbows. They've got a lot of new ones out this year. And targets of opportunity. The scouting camera is showing a lot of stuff coming in there. Does, a couple of good decent bucks and pigs even. So who knows what's going to show up. We'll just ease in there, get set up, let the sun come up, and if something that tickles our fancy gets out there, we'll let that one of those new 10 points fly. That's a really cool 6-point buck that we actually have history with. Literally just last week, Cullen Newby was here and he got a shot at that deer, and it was a little bit further than what they thought, and you could actually see it go through his brisket. We tracked it. We knew coming out of that hunt that that deer was going to live. We had been sitting there 45 minutes, probably, I don't know, quarter mile from where Cullen actually hit that deer, and that deer showed up. I've seen him on the scouting camera here and back up here at what we call the Cactus Flat. And I couldn't pass that shot up. I mean, I'm gonna fill the freezer full of bag strap, but I'm also gonna share some of that with Cullen. We're gonna get the skull Euro mount around it. We'll send that to Cullen as a Christmas present. That'll be really cool. But man, what a neat deer, what a neat hunt. Field testing one of the new 10 points here. This is the Viper 430. I mean, it's a tank driver. We've done a lot with this already, and we just put one into a deer that we needed to harvest to get out of here, and we're going to be able to wrap up a cool story for Cullen and tell him all about it and how tough these deer were. So felt like the shot was perfect. Felt like I crushed him, and he just, went into the brush that way. So we'll see how it all plays out. But that was a good start to a good morning, and what a cool hunt. A little cool this morning in Texas all the way around. It was a neat hunt. I really liked that blind. We'll get out here. He was standing. I can see blood in the road right well. I can see the deer. I said he didn't go 50. He didn't go 25 probably from there. I mean, he was standing right out here, and he's dead right over here. I mean, look at this blood right here all the way. I mean, you could, if we wouldn't have had all the windows up, we'd actually been able to watch that the whole way. I mean, there's just blood pouring out of him, and he's piled up right there. You can see everything from right there. That is cool. Old chocolate antlered, good looking buck. I mean, the Viper 430 put the smack down. Golly, look at the blood out of that deer. God, that is cool. This will be the exit wound right here where it blew through him, and he didn't go anywhere. That's too cool. I mean, what a great, we're always field testing this time of the year for different products. This time here, it's the 10 point, and we got to sit in a blind that's really comfortable in a spot that I absolutely love, and close the book on a little boy's hunt for him. He shot that deer. Let me unload this bad boy here. Set that back over there. This is going to be the entrance. That's going to be the exit where that came out of there, and that's a typical low brisket shot. I've done it. I mean, I've shot them there my own self before and seen them run off, and he was a couple of inches from perfection. I felt like this is what happened. I mean, literally, Cullen shot this deer, I believe, last Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. 6 days later, we were able to find success with him, and he's a deer that I was like, man, if somebody gets a chance to take this buck, he'd be a good one to harvest, fill the freezer with. I don't really think he's going to be a ton more as he gets older, but he's a great buck all the way around. And we closed the chapter on this with the, while we're field testing this new 10 point sitting in that blind we're excited to do. I mean, how cool is that? 8-year-old Christmas present's gonna be pretty cool when he gets his hands on this.
Gentle.
You know what that is? Well, the deer that you shot at that Mr. Wade finished for you.